Hi, guys. Welcome to another exciting episode of Ohio Eats, where we go places and eat things in Ohio. Exciting.
This time, actually, Ohio.
This time, actually, Ohio. So, we are doing today the Springfield Grill in, what is that, Boardman?
Yeah, Boardman, Youngstown, Ohio. Boardman's where it is, though, yeah.
Yeah.
Boardman's a suburb of Youngstown, which is different because we usually do places in the Cleveland area. So this one's a little more, eastern? Yeah, a little more eastern.
Southeastern.
Yep. This is a place that we've been to many times. This will be one we're able to talk about more things than just what we had this time because we've been there so many times. Before we get into the review, just make sure if you haven't already to like and subscribe. If you like these type of videos, make sure to let us know in the comments if you want us to keep doing food videos. We're trying to, because we do like a lot of snack boxing videos too, and we're kind of trying to switch it up because like no one watches those videos. So we're trying to gauge what people likes, but our theme is basically either creepy stuff or stuff with food. We usually do one of those two things. We also do like vlogs, amusement parks. We just kind of do whatever we want, I guess. But, kind of gauging what people like. So let us know if this is the kind of thing that you do like or not. We find it interesting to do more in-depth reviews than just a forum you see online or a Google review that said, service sucked, 1 star. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, that's not helpful.
No.
And just to kind of try to point more people towards local stuff in most of these episodes. But that being said, we will go ahead and start with what we ate this time. Or no, we'll start with drinks. Well, Kim got wine. You always get basically the same wine there.
Yeah, I usually get a glass of Moscato. Whatever brand they carry is really good. And it's not like overly sweet, but it's still got that sweet Moscato taste. And I just really enjoy it. So I usually get a glass of Moscato there. Mm-hmm. And he usually gets some sort of cocktail.
Yeah, which is hit and miss. This place, the only thing that I would say with this place isn't always great at is the cocktails sometimes are, man, this one is really good. It was a peach mojito. Yeah, it was peach mojito I got this time, which it was really good this time. I liked it. I feel like it wasn't super strong on the alcohol, but we also just got back from vacation, so I feel like my tolerance is higher right now than usual. But that was the only drinks that we had, though.
Yeah.
So we'll move into our appetizer. We got the hummus appetizer, which, of course, chickpea and brie puree, honey tomato jam, and crostinis. I'm usually not a giant fan of hummus, but I decided that I wanted to try it. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was really good.
It was really good. Mm-hmm. Like, it's hit and miss with hummus because you know how sometimes like people don't blend it enough and it's kind of like grainy and weird. This was really smooth and yeah, it just had a really nice texture to it and flavor. It was really, really tasty. I was really surprised.
Yeah, no, because usually I'm not a big fan, but I'm like, yeah. Because we've got the calamari before, and it's really good, and that is still on the menu. They actually have lobster bisque as a mainstay. Now, I've had their lobster bisque a very long time ago. I don't know if it's the same thing or not, or if they've changed the recipe, because this is actually just listed as an appetizer now, which is new since last time we've been there. Crab cakes is on there. We'll wait to talk about that because I actually got that as my meal this time, so we'll talk about that more later. One thing I was very, very sad is they usually have a baked brie appetizer.
Yeah.
Which is kind of why we went there. And then they don't have it on the menu right now. I'm like, no. They used to have like a charcuterie plate too, but they didn't have that either, which makes me kind of sad that they didn't have that. Those are like one of my two favorite things to get there. The calamari is good as well. But since we've been to M so many times, we're kind of spoiled on their calamari because it's just like better than any other place.
It is really good.
But I digress. Now, let's see. I guess since I already stated what I got, I will talk about my entree, which was crab cakes. Now, you can do a double or a single. It's 20 at single, but you do get 2 sides as well, which is pretty generous portions. I got the soup, which was, we both got the same soup. It was
tomato basil.
Yeah, creamy. It was creamy tomato basil, like a bisque.
Yeah.
Very, very good tomato soup.
Very good.
I always like it when they have that as a soup option because it's soup of the day. Another thing we were disappointed is they always used to have turtle soup on there.
Turtle soup. I usually get that.
Yep.
And I know you're probably going to be like, you're eating turtles? Yeah.
And they would give you a shot of sherry.
I'm getting a straw and I'm eating my turtle soup. Thank you very much.
It's nothing I always used to like because they would give you sherry even if
they give you a little sherry shot to put into the turtle soup because it is kind of a spicier soup. And I think the sherry is supposed to like kind of counteract that spice to it. I usually just drink the sherry as a shot.
The crab cakes are super, super good. Very fresh. They have tons of crab, not much filler.
Yeah.
One is enough for a meal. You don't really need a double. It's more of a... I mean, I still felt pretty full. It's not like a crazy heavy meal. The reason we were so full is because of the bread, which all the bread is so good. The bread's pretty good, but it's the butter that they give you.
Oh my gosh.
God, that butter.
It's this like creamy whipped butter, and then they take like sea salt, like
some
chunky
kind of real
sea
thick,
salt,
yeah,
and put that on there. It might be Himalayan or something like that.
It might be a Himalayan
and
salt.
just lay it on there, and it just adds this taste to it. It's just
really
the
good.
Strangest thing. Like, it's just salt and butter, but it's delicious.
Yeah, it's
really
good.
Great.
It's really great, yeah. I kind of do miss, they used to years ago, they would give you probably remember it, they had a bread basket, so it wasn't just a big thing of bread.
Yes, with the cornbreads.
Yep, they give you a cornbread, sometimes it'd be like an apple muffin. They would do like, a rye bread, a white bread. I miss that. I like the variety. Now it's just a fresh loaf of bread, more traditional. So I kind of miss it. It's not that, but it's still good. And then, so the crab cakes are good. They give you like a sauce, some kind of remoulade sauce, almost like a chipotle or something. I'm trying to think of like the right word for it. They don't actually list it on the menu, but it's very good. The sauce they give you with the crab cakes is very good. And garlic orzo is what I got at the side. Their garlic orzo.
Garlic orzo is good.
It's like a Parmesan garlic orzo, and it's really good. Huge chunks of Parmesan on top. Yeah. It was quite yummy. And then, what did you... Oh, yeah, I know what you got.
This time I got the linguine and clams. And it's basically what it is. It's linguine with like a herb butter and clam broth. It was very broth forward. And it had fresh clams mixed into it. And then it also had the shells with clams in them sitting on top. It was really good. I do think that the sauce was a little like runnier than I'm used to. Like, I know it's linguine and clams, and it's usually not a thicker sauce, but it just seemed like very watery.
It was pretty watery. I mean, they do call it clam broth, so I don't get that. I don't like that, so I don't know what it's supposed to be like, so I can't really put input on if that was supposed to be or not.
But
not for me.
I did notice that stuff that I have had before is still on this menu, and I highly recommend their chicken marsala. Their chicken marsala is very really, really good. I usually get it with the garlic orzo as well.
Yeah.
So.
The Hunter's meatloaf I know is really good. That's still on the menu. One of my favorite things is not on the menu. It's called hazelnut chicken, but we were informed by the waiter that they still make it though.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like a crispy chicken. It's like a seared chicken breast, I do believe, and it's like in a sweet hazelnut cream sauce with these little crispy potatoes and stuff. Very good. Mm-hmm. So I recommend, if that's the kind of thing you're into, like a sweet/savory type of dish, that's a really good one.
Yeah.
Never had their salmon before, but I'm sure that's pretty good. The balsamic chicken, I've had that before. That's very good. They have a giant lobster, South African lobster tail, if you want to spend lots of money and have a piece of lobster.
Oh my gosh. Wow, I didn't even notice the price. Holy
it's $60,
cannoli.
Lobsters. And, I've never had a burger there, but some of the burgers sound really good. They have a brie and onion jam burger, which sounds really good.
That does sound really good.
Yeah, it sounds really good. They also have, I don't know if it's back if it's reinstated yet, but they used to do brunch on Sundays, and that was great. I really liked their brunch.
I was going to mention this because I know that one of the brunch menu items was a Eggs Benedict, and it had the crab cake on it.
Yeah, that's very good.
And it's really, really good. So if you like Eggs Benedict and you like crab cake, their crab cakes are delicious. Mm-hmm. Stick it on an Eggs Benedict, it's even better.
Yes, and then get the French press coffee afterwards.
Yes.
It's very good. Now, we did not get dessert this time, but we have had dessert before, so there won't be a picture. But the thing that their dessert menu changes up, but the thing that they almost always have is called, I think it's called the Peanut Butter Fantasy. Is that what they call it?
Peanut Butter Pie? I thought it was just called.
No, it's not a pie. I think it's Peanut Butter Fantasy. It's because it's basically I don't know how to. It's like this big bar thing, and there's like a layer of granola, then a layer of like chocolate ganache fudge, and then like this whipped peanut butter thing, and then there's like more peanuts on top, and I think they drizzle it in chocolate. It is very, very rich. It's very good. Some of the things I know that there's I don't think they have it all the time, but ho-ho cake, that's a big one they have. They usually have creme brulee. I never had the creme brulee, but I'm sure it's good. It's creme brulee, whatever. That's your kind of thing. But yes, this is a very good restaurant. The prices are, I feel like they've went up a little bit since last time. Like looking at the menu, I'm like, this seems a little bit more. So it's not super cheap, especially for the area. But the quality is one of the highest quality restaurants, I think, in the area. And Boardman, in and of itself, is filled with chain restaurants.
Yes.
So this is a really good local restaurant to go to. But that does it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. And again, make sure to like the video, subscribe. If you're unsure, go check out our other videos and make a decision that way. But you should subscribe to us because we're fun. And it lets us know that someone cares.
Oh.
Besides Sean. All right. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.